Hi everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica and I'm here with our week ahead readings. This one is going to be for the Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and I'll put the timestamps in the description box below as always. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Your monthlies are up. So you can check them out. You can check any other weekly on the channel. I'll add the playlist at the end because they're all timeless. So whenever you feel drawn to watch any of them, that's when you should, because that's when there's a message for you there. Please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and thank you if you have. And I'll try this weekend, but if I can't get around to it, early next week I'll set up the Valentine's special as an offer on my specials page, so stay tuned for that. Alright, for you Earth signs, I'm using the Mermaid Tarot deck, and of course the Alice in Wonderland, or the Alice Wonderland Oracle. Alright, all that being said, let's get started. Taurus, I'm doing your timestamps as I go, so bear with me. So, what is going on for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. The Seven of Cups flipped over. What's going on for Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the week ahead. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The situation is the Queen of Wands. The challenge is the Hermit. And the outcome is the Six of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Queen of Pentacles. So this could be your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. It could be your energy, right? The Queen of Pentacles is saying that your main focus is on another earth sign, or it is on, I'm getting a lot of different things with this. I'm getting focus on money, your health, your external environment, such as your home, making it, I don't know, better, bigger, more comfortable. A focus on family, but also it's a time when you're looking at your long-term goals and long-term plans, or you're making long-term plans for yourself. In the situation, we have the Queen of Wands. So this is Aries, Leo, Sag energy. And obviously it's like two very different approaches to things. One is very, first I'll plan it out and then I take action with it, whereas the other is like, I'm taking action, I know what I want, I'm going for it, I'll figure it out as I go, right? Very different paces, very different speeds here. The challenge, we have the Hermit energy, Virgo energy. What I'm getting for some of you is you can't get on the same page with someone because you're going at different speeds, and your initial reaction is to withdraw and just be like, you know what, never mind, I'll do it on my own, I'll do it by myself, okay? And it's showing up as your challenge, so that's telling you that that might not be the best approach. In the outcome, we have the Six of Swords, so I feel like for a lot of you, you are withdrawing from a situation because simply you can't get on the same page with this person, whether it's in a romantic sense, a professional sense, business, whatever. It looks like for some of you, this will be withdrawing from the situation and going at it alone, which you can absolutely do, but it'll be more challenging than if it were to, for you to work with someone else or to team up with someone else. And for others, the Six of Swords is compromise and moving beyond the conflict together. So I'll clarify to see what else we're getting here. For those of you, this is a situation where I feel like you're withdrawing from something because either someone doesn't want to build with you, they're very flighty, they're very in and out, or because I'm not necessarily seeing something malicious, it's just a case of either you want different things or you have very different approaches in how you get the things you want. Okay, very different speeds, very different approaches. And for someone who likes to plan things out and that gives you a sense of security, and that's where you get your confidence from when you set out on that journey, it can be very challenging, if not a little off-putting, to be dealing with someone who doesn't seem to have a plan at all and they're just playing it by ear. In their world, it makes sense, and they do get a lot of stuff done that way because they're very inspired and they're not afraid to take chances, and most of the time those chances pay off because they're so confident they just make it work, right? Whereas for you, your confidence comes from, or this other party, this comes from planning it out and always having plan B and always having an escape route, right? So there's a discomfort there, to say the least. And your challenge is, again, your initial reaction would be, you know what, never mind, don't hurt yourself, I'm just going to figure it out on my own. So I don't know if this is a case of someone asking for help, someone putting themselves out there, someone that agrees to team up with someone else, and it's just a case of you can't get on the same page when it comes to how to do things. And we'll clarify more, because in the outcome, like I say, for some of you, this is you walking away from the situation and going at it alone, whereas for others, this is finding a way to compromise, meet in the middle, and move out of that conflict together. So let's get more clarity here for Taurus. The Queen of Wands, Queen of Cups, another queen. Too many people involved, too many opinions, too many chefs in the kitchen. The Hermit as the challenge. And there's our last queen, the Queen of Swords. Now, when you have a lot of queens in a reading, it's a lot of, I don't know, it can lead to gossip, bitterness, passive-aggressive attitudes. Six of Swords in the outcome. We have the Devil. One more. And the King of Swords. For some, this is a case of you're taking something to an external authority, okay? Someone else to decide how you're going to proceed. And they're making a ruling. And with the Devil and the Six of Swords, it's like, I agree to take it to this authority. They have made their ruling. I'm not happy with it, but I've already agreed to respect whatever ruling they make. So with the Devil, it's like, I'm not happy about this, but at least we're moving. At least we're doing something, right? Because this is something that just feels stuck. Either because there's too many people involved, or it's like everyone wants it their way. If it's a messy Six of Wands, yeah, everyone wants it their way. A lot of egos. A lot of egos. It could be a case of, one scenario that comes to mind is family dynamic, where there's an inheritance that is now being disputed, or there is a case of, okay, we have to decide what's best for mom and dad, or we have to decide what's best for, you know, the best thing for us to do with this property or with the family home. And there's just, everyone says a different thing. No one's on the same page with anyone. And this might have been going on for quite some time. And I feel like the decision is made to say, you know what, let's take the decision out of our hands because we can't figure it out. And you're taking it to a higher authority, whether it's a lawyer, whether it's an elder in the family, and they get to decide, or some sort of a court situation, a judge is involved somehow, or a mediator even, and everyone agrees, okay, we are taking it to them, and everyone's going to respect the ruling that is made, and that's just what we're going to do. You are moving on, you are moving forward with whatever the situation is, coming out of the impasse. But I feel like either you or someone else is not happy with the ruling. But again, a contract might have been signed, or everyone put their name on the dotted line to say, you know, I hereby agree to respect the ruling regardless of what it is, if it's in my favor or not. So there's something where something was put in writing, something was made official. And it makes sense, because obviously not everyone's going to be happy with the ruling if everyone had a different opinion going into it to begin with, right? But that could also be your guidance if it's a case where something's completely stuck. Even if it's like a team dynamic and the boss kind of let you figure it out between each other to split out responsibilities, and there's just, you can't get on the same page. Everyone wants it their way, no one wants to do a certain task, and because you're all on the same level, you can't make anyone do anything, or outrule them, as it were. And this is a case of, well, you're just going to have to take it to a higher power, and then everyone's just going to have to agree to whatever is decided, because whatever is decided will be fair, whether that's the popular opinion or not, and it will allow you to move forward from this impasse. Okay? There's also a case of, it's just very different. There's a lot, I mean, there's all the queens here. So, yeah, I'm gonna, 5 of Pentacles under that, 6 of Wands. You might feel like you're just not heard in this dynamic. You're just not heard. It feels like you're not important. You don't get an opinion. And the truth of the matter is, yes, you do. You do get an opinion, and you should express it, and you should make sure that it is heard. And the way to do that might be to take it to a higher power, whatever that higher power is in your life. Okay, so let's get some oracle advice. But I do get, what is being disputed, or what the conflict is about, involves either money, inheritance, or responsibilities. It's like everyone's just passing the ball. No, I don't want to do it, you do it. No, I don't want to do it, you do it. And you're just not getting anywhere. And this situation might have been going on for quite some time, because it feels like it's just completely stuck. And the only way to move it along is, like I say, to get a higher power involved. And then just agree to follow through on whatever they decide. Oracle energy and advice for Taurus. Be mindful of who you're talking to and who you're trusting. With all these queens here, there's a lot of cattiness, gossip, passive-aggressive behaviors and attitudes. So be careful who you're trusting. Be wise, okay, with the Hermit there. Be wise in who you choose to trust. This could also be a case of a couple, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, and everyone just has an opinion on what you should be doing. And at the end of the day, it's not their business. You know the situation where you've got this ex that no one in your family likes anymore. They might have done at one point, but they just don't like him anymore, him or her. And this is you trying to see if you can work anything out. Maybe if you have children together, or because you had long-term plans together, there was a breakup, and they're trying to come back and work things out with you, and everyone's just in your ear. Like, no, don't do that. Don't believe him. Don't give him a second chance. And it just puts you stuck in the middle. And if that's the case, then it's just a case of, you know what? Take a step back. Stop telling everyone your business. Make it clear they don't get an opinion. You appreciate their support, and you know it's coming from a good place. But if this is something you feel you need to do, it's just a conversation, then they should support you and encourage you, or at least be quiet about it at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? What I will say, whatever the issues were between you and this person, there might have been betrayal there, non-committal type behaviors, or betrayal of confidence, or multiple parties. And what I will say is that this person has not changed. So if that factors in, take it. Bottom of the deck, we're all mad here. Everyone is a little different, 23, and that's the issue. 23 adds up to a 5, conflict. We're all different. Everyone's saying a very different thing. Literally, if there are 5 people involved, everyone's saying a completely different thing, right? There's not 2 people on the same page in this group. And that's the bottom line. That's the issue. And then if it's something where it just concerns you, this is telling you, you know what? It's just about you. So don't allow anyone else to have an opinion. That it's just going to confuse you and make things harder for you than they need to be. Use your time well. Make every moment count. Number 24. So whatever the situation is, it's been going on for quite some time. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. And the message is, figure out how long you're going to give it, before you try to take a different action, before you take it to a higher power, because it's been stuck for quite some time. So be clear with yourself on how long you're going to give the situation to work itself out before you take it external to the situation for someone else to decide what needs to happen. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, the right direction. Yeah, it's coming back to the Queen of Pentacles here. Set your course, have a plan, figure out what you want to do. If it's something that just concerns you, you need to figure out what you want to do. It's just about you, okay, in this situation. And I know people mean well most of the time, sometimes not so much, but most of the time our loved ones really do mean well. And they're trying to get their message across to us, and that kind of a dynamic where you're dealing with a bit of a toxic situation or a toxic person, they mean well when they say what they say, right? And they're giving us their advice. Where things kind of cross the line is where they forget that it's just advice, but it's our decision ultimately, and they need to respect it. Do you know what I mean? And it's that kind of situation that you need to talk about and make clear. Nonsense. It's time to talk sense. Number 28 adds up to a 10. There's just a lot of hurry up and wait energy here. There's a lot of start and stop energy. There's a lot of, again, communication is a very big issue. People have different temperaments. People have different types of personality. People have different ways of communicating, and you're not hearing each other, or you feel like you are not being heard within a dynamic. And it's important to respect the fact that everyone's a little different, but your opinion also matters, right, in this situation, or especially when it comes to your life. Yeah, your opinion is the only one that matters, really. Let's be honest, right? You can have additional advice, you can have additional input to consider, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. And with the 28 energy being there, it's time to put an end to everyone just talking at each other, but no one's really listening. Therefore, no decision can be made. Therefore, no action can be taken. It's time to put an end to that. Take it outside of the dynamic to a higher power. Again, whatever that is, they will make their ruling, and everyone's just going to have to respect that. Either way, you can move out of that impasse, because it's been going on for long enough. Okay? And again, if it's something where it's just you and everyone else is just being too pushy and they're forgetting their place a little bit, they may mean well, but they're forgetting their place. This is a case of communicating clearly. This is what I'm doing. This is what I want. This is my approach to things. I will hear you out. Obviously, I'll take your opinions into account. Thank you very much. I know it comes from a place of love and support. However, please respect that this is my decision. And trust me to make the best decision for myself. Because you do have a plan, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you, Taurus. I'll leave it there for you. I hope it helps you if you are dealing with these energies. Okay? Because I can see a lot of frustration because you're not being heard, or because your opinion is not being respected when it really should. But like I say, there's things you can do about it, okay? So I hope that the reading helps you with that. All right, moving on to Virgo. Hey Virgo, thank you for joining us. If you're skipping ahead, please watch the intro as well, because there's some important information for you there. All right, what's going on with Virgo? Someone rising in Venus. What's going on with Virgo? Sun, rising, and Venus. Virgo and the week ahead. So we have the situation, 3 of Pentacles. The challenge, the Queen of Wands. The outcome, the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Some very fast energy here. Very fast. I'm getting change. You're going from the 3 to an 8. Your challenge is to be independent, to think of yourself first, to take initiative, to take action. And I'm getting this energy of put yourself first. not in a malicious way, you wouldn't hurt anyone anyway, but put yourself first. There's some very fast-paced communication here with the Eight of Wands. There's a lot that's going to be happening out of the blue. It feels like you're going from one situation to another and you're struggling with that, which is why our advice is to put yourself first, because the new situation that is now coming in with the Eight of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands is a lot better for you, more prosperous, if nothing else, financially, if nothing else. Okay, you're in the Three of Pentacles situation. You're part of a group, you're part of a team. You get on well with these people, right? You're on the same page when it comes to work goals and attitudes. The money's okay, but again, I feel like it's more of a team player kind of environment as opposed to you working on your own and you alone being responsible for the results of that project or whatever the case may be, right? There's other people involved that you need to take into account. Your challenge, you have this opportunity that's coming in very quickly, and I feel like it might have been a conversation that was had previously and it stagnated and now it's coming through, or it's completely unexpected. It's kind of where you're headhunted if you're not looking for it, right? And then in the outcome, the Eight of Pentacles, this new opportunity, you have more responsibility. You have a bigger input in the end result of a task, project, goal, whatever. The money's better. You're going from the 3 to an 8, so quite a bit better. Okay? And it gives you a sense of independence, number 8. Self-sufficiency. You're on your way to the 9 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles, where you're working on it on your own. You're responsible for a great deal, but that gives you more say, right? More responsibility, but also more authority as well. And I feel like you're struggling with having to put yourself first and say goodbye to this team environment. Because like I say, maybe you get on well with the team, with these people, with the group, or whatever the dynamic is. But this is about you. Not everyone gets to come. It's time to put yourself first, because this opportunity is tailor-made for you. Does that make sense? So let's get some clarity here. Either way, I'm seeing you leaving a group dynamic, 3 of Pentacles, whether it's to do with your job, your financial goals, your business goals. You're leaving a dynamic to go at it alone, because there's a much better opportunity coming in, but it's just for you. Does that make sense? Alright, let's get more clarity here. 3 of Pentacles in the situation. We have the 2 of Wands. Oh my god, I can't. It's a new setup, guys. Be patient with me, please. In a different reading, I was showing the card to the camera like that, because that's where it used to be. I'm getting there. 2 of Wands. Yeah, there's a choice. There's a choice. Do I stay or do I go? Queen of Wands. 9 of Pentacles. Putting yourself first. What I say, you're on your way to 9 of Pentacles. But not everyone gets to come, and this is just for you. The 8 of Pentacles in the outcome, the Empress. The 9 of Pentacles is one of the minor arcana energies of the Empress, corresponding to the Empress. You start off with the 9 of Pentacles. Next level is the Queen of Pentacles. The ultimate level is the Empress. Which, I mean, when it comes to money, she's a lot of money and stability. With the 8 of Wands, we have the Moon and the 7 of Swords under that. So if this is something you've been waiting on with the Moon, and maybe you haven't told the team or the group that actually I'm waiting on, I tried my luck at an opportunity just for myself, but obviously it didn't lead to anything, or it was put on hold, or it was taking some time, but you kept it to yourself with the 7 of Swords. This is strategizing, confidentiality, keeping things to yourself. It's not intentionally hurting other people. It's a case of, if you don't really need to know, I'm not going to tell you, right? Or I'll tell you when you need to know. I'll tell you when it actually involves or impacts you. That's when I'll tell you. What's under the 7 of Swords? 10 of Swords, yeah. There's an ending in the Page of Swords. There's an ending here. that you've been in your head a lot. I feel like you have made up your mind a while ago, flipping heck, that you're ready for a new beginning, because either the situation you're in, there's a level of you feel betrayed. There was an ending that happened, or someone withdrew from something, or someone passed responsibility to you that wasn't yours to bear. And the Lover's under that. There was a pact, a promise, a commitment. Someone withdrew from that with the Page of Swords, or they didn't fulfill their bit. It led to an ending for you, or just feeling very betrayed and stuck because you were still in that commitment. You might have been looking, applying for other opportunities, while in the meantime not telling your current team how you really feel or what your intentions truly are. Here's that opportunity coming in, and now it's a case of, well, I have to do what's right for me. I have to do what's best for me. These are very independent energies. And your new opportunity, your new path, will lead you to, there's room to grow. From the Eight of Pentacles, you can go to the Empress. That means through work, increased, what am I trying to say? This is something where you learn as you go. There's a lot to learn. There's a lot of room for growth. If you give it your best, you learn as you go. You apply what you learn. You can end up in a very high position, high ranking position, that obviously is going to reflect in your money as well. That's what I'm seeing. Or if this is the entrepreneur, this is where you've been looking for opportunities, partnerships, sponsorships, waiting for the go-ahead in one way or another for you to start your own business. And this is where you're making that shift, because whatever you were waiting on is coming through. Okay? There was a change in a commitment. Wheel of Fortune with the Lovers. Eight of Swords that you were not privy to, you weren't aware of. I feel like this is a case of what goes around comes around. Whoever you're involved with or were involved with, I'm seeing work here, but it doesn't have to be just work. There was a commitment made, there was a pact, a promise, everything was decided. Someone withdrew from it with the Page of Swords, held back, did not do their part. It left you feeling very betrayed and scattering to figure it out, because you were still in the commitment, or you were being held accountable to that commitment, to that promise. And you had to kind of make up for the other party slacking off, taking off, whatever the case may be. Or there was something they told you you were going to get and then they took it back, right? That got you thinking, you know what? Seriously, this is not right, this is not fair. Not from a place of seeking vengeance, but from a place of this isn't fair, and I need to find a situation that's fair for me. So you started applying, you started talking to people, and here are those offers coming in, or that one particular offer that you were waiting on, hoping for, and it's here for you, Virgo. So it's a case of letting the other people know and making this big change. I'm seeing a focus on money, work, career, business. If it's in love life, there was, again, it's similar energy, so you have to try to figure it out in terms of how it applies to your particular situation, because I read the energies and I give some examples, but I can't give all the examples that are possible, right? So that's why I say take it as it resonates. Again, there was a partnership, there was a promise made towards long-term commitment. Someone either changed their mind, took off, stopped working towards it. There was some delusion and confusion and manipulation with the Moon and the Seven of Swords that has led to an ending. You were left picking up the pieces. Maybe you bought stuff together and now they left, or something along those lines, and it's like, well, I'm still responsible for paying this off. I'm still responsible for the promises that we made together. So it's a case of allowing other people to help you while you look for other opportunities for yourself to get yourself back on track. And this is you coming back into your power, independence, self-sufficiency, paying off joint debts, and now you can just focus on yourself. And this is where you're really coming into your power. There could be new love opportunities. If you're dealing with an air sign in the past, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, this new person coming in might be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could also have Libra in their chart. But it's someone who sees your worth from the get-go. You don't have to prove yourself. And they want to treat you the way you deserve to be treated. Right? So let's see. Overall energy and advice for Virgo. Overall energy and advice for Virgo. Overall energy and advice for Virgo. And the week ahead. And if you have been waiting for someone to come back and do right by you because there was a betrayal in the past, this is you saying, you know what? Never mind. I am opening myself up to other emotional or romantic possibilities with the Eight of Wands and the Moon. I want to come out of this confusion because I'm just stuck. I'm taking charge of things. I'm working on myself. I'm loving on myself. And then there's new love opportunity coming in as a result of that. Because now you're open to it. You acknowledge your own worth. You acknowledge that you deserve better. So you're just releasing whatever happened in the past and fully stepping into new opportunities. Becoming braver, exactly what it is. Number 5, resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. There's this communication coming in. It could be a realization, so it could be internal, or it could be external communication. Multiple offers coming your way. And they get you thinking, right? They give you that fresh perspective of, oh, these many people want to work with me or want to offer me something. It just reflects back to you your own worth that maybe you may or may not have been seeing. As a result, you're growing stronger, more confident within yourself. And it's easier for you to make changes, to release what has been keeping you stuck. Choices, there you go. Feeling blocked and restrained, number 6. Yeah, you've been stuck. You've been stuck, waiting for someone to do right by you, not sure if you should go one way or another, not sure if you should release something and look for something else. A lot of confusion here with the Moon card. But there's some news coming in with the Eight of Wands. There's a lot happening at the same time, I feel. And it gets you thinking. I feel like it makes you realize that you have been stuck. Or it makes you realize that you have been in a sort of bubble, always surrounding yourself with other people or tying yourself to other people. You know, if you had a decision to make, you sat down with everyone like a little council, right? And you discussed it together, and you kind of made the decision for yourself together with these people, right? And it worked, and it was what you needed at the time. But this is a time when you have to come into your own. You're ready to come back to yourself. You're ready to take charge. You're ready to be back in your power and make different choices for yourself. Belong to your own dream. Create your own life. Number 32. Literally what I just said. That's what it is. You're making changes because you're following your own path. You're following your own dream. You're following your own goals. Curiouser and curiouser. Discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. Number 9. Like the 9 of Pentacles. Something is presented to you. I see 33, 44. So you might be seeing those numbers. Those are signs for you. There's an opportunity coming in to give you independence, self-sufficiency, security within yourself. Whether you're on your own or with someone else, we always have to be secure within ourselves. We can't put it on someone else to make us feel happy, to make us feel secure. It has to come from us. We already have to have that within us to kind of team up with someone else, because that's a healthy relationship as opposed to a codependent one where we are tying our happiness to someone else, right? And you're at a point where you're confident enough to be curious about the opportunities, to be curious about what else is out there, and you're starting change, or to be curious about this opportunity that's presented to you. You want to see it through. You want to see where it takes you. And like I say, there's a lot of room for growth, personally and professionally and emotionally. And your ultimate destination is abundance, emotional, financial, your health, your business, your career, love life. Okay? So, you're going to have to tell me what this is for you, Virgo. I hope it makes sense. And if it does, leave me some feedback, okay, in the comments. Tell me what you're up to, what you're dealing with. And I hope the reading helps you. I hope it gives you what you need. Clarity, insight, confirmation, whatever it is. Okay? So I'll leave that with you. And we're going to move on to Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. And as always, if you're skipping ahead, please make sure to also watch the intro because there's some important information for you there as well. Alright, what's going on for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in the week ahead. Okay, so the situation, the Nine of Pentacles, the challenge, the Nine of Wands, and the outcome, the Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting that I mentioned the energies when I explained the progression. So you have the Nine of Pentacles, and then your next level is the Queen of Pentacles, but you have the Nine of Wands in between as your challenge, where it's like you're fighting something. You're fighting an opportunity for you to go to the next level, whatever that means. Bottom of the deck is the King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. This could be decisions, rulings, contracts, wisdom, information, the law. Current situation is the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever your current situation is, I feel like you're feeling content in it. You're like, I'm good, I have enough, I have everything I need. Whether you're single, in a relationship, within your job, within your business, or whatever. You're like, I'm good, I have everything I need, I'm content. Your challenge is the Nine of Wands, where it's almost like you're telling yourself you're good, you're telling yourself you have everything you could possibly want. But I feel like it's like you're telling yourself, I have everything I need. And the Nine of Wands is here to tell you, you could have so much more. Why are you just stopping at the level where you're covering everything you need to cover? Why aren't you allowing yourself to think bigger, to go for something bigger? Do you know what I mean? It's a case of, I have enough money to pay the bills, so I'm happy. And the Nine of Wands is coming in to say, but you could have so much more money where you could pay the bills, you could pay off some debt, you can put some money aside, you can invest some money in yourself, you can buy yourself something nice, buy your loved one something nice. Do you know what I mean? But it's almost like you're blocking yourself from that with the Nine of Wands as your challenge. You're telling yourself, no, you're good where you are. And it could come from a place of fear. I'm afraid to go for bigger, because what if I don't get it? Do you know what I mean? This could also be a case of you're being encouraged to start your own business. And you're blocking it because you don't have confidence in yourself that it's something you can sustain. Or that you would be a good entrepreneur. And the message here with the King of Swords is, well, get more information then. Talk to someone who's doing it so that you see exactly what it entails. And then you can decide if it's something you can or can't do, because actually you would be great at it. You just need that confirmation to be able to overcome that blockage within yourself. Let's get more clarity here. The Nine of Pentacles as the situation. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands as the challenge. We have the Eight of Wands. And the Queen of Pentacles, in the outcome, we have the Eight of Cups. This could also be a case of If you're keeping yourself stuck, Ace of Cups and the King of Swords, if you're keeping yourself stuck waiting for someone to come back, Nine of Pentacles, you're technically single, right? But Seven of Pentacles, you're actually waiting for someone to come back. You have communication and offers and invitations, but you're blocking them, you're rejecting them, you're saying no thank you. And in the outcome, this opportunity that's coming in, that's trying to elevate you and take you to a whole nother level when it comes to love life, is going to walk away from you because you're closed off and you're rejecting it. So I want to caution you against that. Because from what I'm seeing, whatever you're waiting on just involves more waiting. But in the meantime, some really amazing opportunities are going to dissipate because you're rejecting them, you're blocking them. The world is here talking about it's time for a change. It's time for an overhaul. It's time for a new cycle in your life, new experiences, new people, new job, new place to live, new dynamic, a new you. But I feel like with the Hierophant under there and the Two of Wands under there, you don't want to make other commitments because you're waiting on one in particular. The message is, it's not coming. That's the message. Okay? So I don't know if it's about a person, it's about a job, it's about a particular outcome. This is asking you to be flexible and rational and practical. Don't let your emotions rule you, because that's what's keeping you stuck. And by emotion, what do I mean? I mean either you have feelings for someone and you just don't want to let that go. The possibility of what that could be, you don't want to let it go. Or your emotions in terms of your self-doubt, your fears are overwhelming you and telling you, you can't do that, that's too much for you, you can't do that, you know, it would involve this and that and the other, and you're making it too complicated in your head. And in the meantime, whatever the opportunity is, whether you're telling them no, you're rejecting them outright, or they just see that you're just not interested, it's going to go away. And it would be a massive shame because it's an opportunity of true love, or it's an opportunity of overflowing abundance. Okay, so this is like a heads up for you, Capricorn. Figure out what you really want to do. If you're stuck on something, that it has to be that person, it has to be that way, it has to be that. The message here is, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. If you have been stuck on something because your family, your tradition, your culture, your community is telling you, no, that's what you do, you can't be doing anything else. And you've been trying, but it's not coming together. This is again asking you, what do you really want to do? Because it's time to choose you. Because you have this amazing opportunity. For others of you, where you have been working towards a change, and the blocks are external, and that's why you've been waiting. Those blocks are removed. There's communication that's going to speed things up, and if it's about a place to live, you'll get to move. Or at least the confirmation, yes, this is going through, yes, this is the contract. You're moving within a week or a month. Or it's the job. It's coming in within a week or a month. So you're going to have to decide, kind of where you stand, if the blockages are internal or if the blockages are external. There'll be a bit of a different outcome. So let's see. Overall, Oracle energy and advice for Capricorn for the week ahead. Overall energy and advice for Capricorn for the week ahead. Overall energy and advice for Capricorn for the week ahead. Bottom of the deck. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. Number 19. That's up to 20. So, and that's a 2. So it's time to make some different choices based on who you are, what you want. So if you have been keeping yourself stuck because you're trying to please other people, however that makes sense, then this is reminding you to just focus back on you. For others of you, you have opportunities. But they're meant just for you. You can't take everyone with you. Not everyone gets an opinion. Not everyone gets a say. It's down to you to figure out what you want to do, and then actually go for it. But there's some sort of a change. I also see partnerships or codependent energies, and it's asking you, who are you on your own apart from this collective or this partnership? It's time to honor that. And if you are in a dynamic where you keep waiting for someone to come back, or you keep waiting for someone to treat you the way you deserve to be treated, that again is reminding you, who are you? What do you deserve? Remember that and make your choices accordingly. These two flipped face up. So we have 9, curiouser and curiouser, discovery, inquiry, weirdness, curiosity. And 15, messages for a rabbit, service to the animal world. Number 15. I said number 15, but I guess it's extra important. That's why I keep saying it. So 15 might be a message for you. I don't know if you see 1515 or you see 15 a lot. Adds up to a 6. Talks about bringing things into balance and making healthy choices. Cycles. It's time to start a new cycle or complete an old one. That's also why you have the world here. To free yourself to pursue a new cycle, right? Something you don't know, something you're not familiar with. And we have believe, number 34, strange encounters. Yeah, there's something coming in your life out of the blue. For those of you where the blockage is internal, you're blocking yourself. There's an encounter. There's an out of the blue offer, whether it's to do with work, love, doesn't matter. There's an out of the blue offer that is meant to take you out of that place of isolation that you have chosen to be in, that you have put yourself in, telling yourself that it's for the best, that it's what you want. These encounters, this encounter, this offer, this opportunity, whatever, is meant to take you out of that cave. It's meant to take you out of that gilded cage that you've built for yourself. But again, it's your decision. You have to go with it, right? Offers are presented to us all the time. But if we don't open up to them, if we don't entertain them, they're just going to keep on going. You know what I mean? In and out, in and out. We have to seize an opportunity. All in the golden afternoon. Inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. Number 1. It's time for a new beginning for yourself. There's going to be an offer coming in out of the blue. For those of you where the blockages are internal, to do with love or money or whatever it is that you've been stuck on. Okay, it's down to you to see it, acknowledge it, and then take action with it. If you don't, it will keep going and it will walk away, walk out of your life, and it will be more of stuck and waiting energy for you. This is like a way out. You're given a lifeline, okay, a divine lifeline, divinely guided. But no one can force you to do anything. You have free will. You have to use it though, right? So be flexible, keep an open mind, be open to opportunity, because what's coming in is so much better than what you think the other thing could have been. Does that make sense? You're stuck on something because you think it could be amazing, and the bottom line is it really can't, right? You're seeing something as bigger and better than what it is. and you keep waiting and keeping yourself stuck for that potential to play out, but it's not happening. Why? Because it's just not going to happen. We see potential in something. There's no guarantee that that person or situation can actually reach their potential in this lifetime. Do you know what I mean? And it's that kind of situation, and you're being given a way out. It's down to you to take it. And for those of you where the blockage is external, again, there's going to be a switch, and out of the blue communication offer. It could be towards that one thing that you've been waiting for, and you've been doing everything in your power to get it going, but again, it's external to you that it was stuck for whatever reason. It could be that, or it could be something completely different, completely unexpected, something where you're scouted for something, you're headhunted for something, and then it's just a case of trusting your intuition, trusting your instincts, your own wisdom, and entertaining the possibilities, having conversations, having meetings, and then choosing whatever's best for you. But you have an amazing opportunity coming in to take you to a new cycle of love and abundance, down to you to figure out how you want to get there. All right, so I will leave that with you. I hope it helps. If it does, let me know. Give me some feedback in the comment section. I always appreciate that. And I hope the reading helps you. I hope it gives you what you need. Okay, clarity, insight, confirmation, advice. Because that's what I'm trying to do here. All right, so have a great week. Make the most of it. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.